Alright. We're ready to go. Let's reset our timer, and go. Ah! So yeah, we get our 4 rapiers for maximum damage against Garland. And this chainmail is going to be very important for actually protecting our character, our lead character. Whoops. And that is our business in the opening town. So yeah, after we beat Garland, just exit the castle and go straight down, that's all. So we're gonna get our 5 imps right here, with a chance to strike first. Always nice. Yeah, so I remember when the names happened. I don't remember exactly why they popped out as they did, or at least the first 2. I can sort of imagine that for the 3rd and 4th characters, it was just a matter of my brother, like, just didn't have any ideas for names and sort of just, like, mashed the A button and the D-pad, and that's what came out. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. For the first 2, we can only theorize, but I do like one theory that chat came up with, which is that my brother asked me for a name, and I said nope, so he just put in nope. Like, I said nope as in I didn't want to name them, and so he just put in nope, taking it literally. Now, I don't actually believe that happened, but it's a funny story. And then for the second one, you know, again, he didn't want to think of a name, so he just, like, put in the same thing but changed the last letter so that it wouldn't be the same name. It's a fun theory. Hey, OVG, thank you for the good luck. On to Garland. He seems really confident about his ability to knock us all down. Silly Garland. Well, as long as I actually make it clear that it's a legend, I have no problem with that. I like what someone pointed out, I think it was yesterday, maybe 2 days ago, that Garland seems to subscribe to the school of kneeling down while fighting. Ever since someone said that, I've been noticing a lot of other enemies do that as well. We'll come up on those as we go, but like I remember Gurmadu says they're a really good example. Alright, this is it. Constantly flexing. So again, we're going to go straight down. We don't need an entrance into town. Let's go. Hey GT, welcome. Thank you for the good luck. Gotta fit the sprite in the box, so he's gotta kneel down. That's awesome. I sort of imagine the animators having trouble making a character look realistic standing up. But who knows? Alright, here are the 4 wolves. And as you can see, they can do significant damage to an unarmed fighter. Or, an unarmored fighter, I should say. And round 4. Techi Fiend, thank you so much for the 200 bits. Much appreciated. Thank you for the good luck as well. You are the new bit boss. I forgot to say that on the previous one as well. There was a previous bit boss there. Next battle is 1 creep. Tiger Hair Ram, thank you so much for hosting. Much appreciated. Lars Mandel, thank you so much for hosting. Much appreciated. Cryrim, thank you so much for the good luck. It is going awesome, Lars. I am very excited to push for a new world record yet again on yet another Final Fantasy route. Garland was worn down. He couldn't go to town to use the inn. Poor Garland. Gold luck. There will be some gold splits in the course of this run. The last split in particular should be an enormous gold gain. That makes sense. So yeah, once again we have to very slowly beat the pirates all one by one, and then after this one battle, this run is gonna take off. Yes, it is a single segment. Because we don't ever reset, turn the power off, or death warp or anything like that. Right into a shark. Let's go buy that short sword again. And from here it'll be smooth sailing. Gotta walk out. Let's go get that shark, get our revenge. Now, as I mentioned before, we get first strike, which is very much on purpose. We do a little jig, and then we attack. But it takes 2 rounds to take him out, even though we get a critical hit. This is because initially we are still fairly weak. But that's gonna change. This shark alone, you remember we got level 3 from the pirates, this shark alone gets us level 4. Another shark coming up. Oh, it's 2 sharks, that's right. Down to 1. And this guy's also gonna take 2 rounds. He has 76 left. We do 86. And there's level 5. So we got 3 levels in 3 consecutive battles. Here there are 2 things we need to do. The first is get our HP back, because we're going straight to the Marsh Cave. The other is we're going to buy some better armor for ourselves. Protect us against, among other things, those nasty wizards. Can we equip both of those? Gradually building up our arsenal. Oh! Elf got in the way. Next battle's right here. We've got an ogre and a creep. This battle always has 1 ogre and can have as many as 3 creeps, so of course the manipulation keeps it down to 1. Subhype Wizard Man, thank you so much for the 12-month sub. Much appreciated. It's been a year already, apparently. That is Gold Slime Hype. Enjoy Final Fantasy. Alright, after this next battle, which is 2 Gerwolves, things are going to change over the previous route a little bit. We're going to get 2 more Gerwolves next. But then this manipulation's a little bit different. So yeah, when our character is bouncing back and forth like that, basically we're just holding B. And as mentioned, you can also hold an arrow during B to make sort of a shorter skip, which skips fewer frames of RNG. So we have a couple of options for navigating ourselves through the RNG table and finding desirable results. This shadow is going to take 2 rounds. And whenever you see that from now on, you can sort of assume that that has something to do with manipulating the next battle. In this case, we want the next battle, it's an arachnid battle, and we want it to be only 1 arachnid, and that takes a little bit of manipulation, which we just did. 14 and 2 on the arachnid. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 1 quick, 2 quick, go! What if it's only been 3 months and you hit a frame cycle the right way? Now you're thinking like a speedrunner. Subhype Unflammable. Thank you so much for the 17-month sub. Much appreciated. More like manipulations. I like it. Alright, now everything is the same for a while. Hey Capium, thank you for the good luck. I do not have all these memorized, no. No, that would not only be a lot of unnecessary effort, it would also be risky. I do have notes. And the thing is, as I mentioned earlier, there are going to be new routes in the near future. And to memorize one route, only to discover that you're going to have to memorize a whole different one, like, right after, that would be a lot of unnecessary effort, so... Not gonna bother. Just gonna go off notes. Now this is the last battle before the crown. You can already see we're starting to save time already. There we go. It's a gold split. Bats in the way? No. A little bit of a jig here. What's next here? Muck. This one's also a 2-rounder. There are going to be very few more enemies in the future that take more than one attack to defeat. The bosses, obviously. There are also a few ogres. And I think, like, some Neochos here and there. There's a bat in my way! Now this is the longest battle in the route, and for that reason, it's gonna be routed out. In fact, that's already happened, but it's gonna be in an entirely different route. And the reason it's so long is because of the crawl. The crawl will give you stun status almost every time it hits you. So we have to navigate this one very carefully, essentially. So here the Crawl is gonna paralyze. We're cured, but he paralyzes again. We just have to wait for those rounds to resolve. This fight crawls to a halt. This is it, though. This attack will do it. And we are out of here. Well, there's one more battle before we actually make it to the exit. This muck we're able to defeat in one attack. Crawling to the finish line. One Geist coming up next. It's very fortunate that it's very rare in this route that we actually have to worry about enemy zone boundaries. Somehow, almost every encounter, it's like basically impossible to follow the route and have the possibility of encountering the enemy in either one zone or another. Like, for example, if you have to go like one screen left and one screen down, and before you travel that entire distance, you encounter an enemy along the way. Well, you could encounter that enemy by going all the way to the left or all the way down. And sometimes, if you do that, you can end up having the enemy encounter in one zone or another. But as fate would have it, there are very few such situations in this route where that's even possible. And that's a good thing. But I sort of realized it was a possibility and I started to worry about it. This is only on the overworld, by the way. In caves, the enemy encounters are always the same on, like... as long as you're on the same floor, you'll get the same encounter, no matter what square you're on. So yeah, early on, when your fighter's not that strong, Astos is very resistant to attacks. You can see we're just getting a bunch of criticals to get through him. All the while staying alive with our 9 HP, and there is level 8. Next is an ogre. And again, the next battle is arachnids, so there is a little bit of manipulation here required to keep the population of the next battle down to a minimum. Yeah, no kidding, Capium. What is this 9 HP? We used to have 4. So yeah, only one arachnid. And again, because of the next battle here, we have to do a bit of a more complex manipulation, so we divide it into 2 rounds to get to the value that we're looking for much more quickly. Next battle, I believe, is a Grimp-Werewolf combination, and the minimum possible encounter is 2 Grimps, which is what we just manipulated our way into. Next is 2 and 1. 1, 2, and 1. Hey Gerb, welcome! Ah. There are 2 things we have to do here. Stay at the inn and buy a silver sword. You can can do them in either order based on the position of that elf. Now the inn is wide open. Just going over here. 4 and 2. And the orc is down. F. Coughlin, speaking of, is here. There's level 9. Your favorite live-action drama. Can't argue with you there. This is a nice sail free of encounters. In fact, we reach our destination before the encounter we actually want, so we're gonna have to pace back and forth a little bit. One shark. And 5 here, quick. Subhype Athropo, thank you so much for the 13-month sub. Much appreciated. I always have interest in retaking my world records, and Dragon Warrior 4 is definitely a strong case of that. It's gonna be a lengthy, most likely a very lengthy process to try and take it back, because we have got to, weather some crazy RNG to get those metal slimes, among other things. It'll be interesting. Hey WMD, welcome. You approve of me fighting lone sharks and lone sharks. Fair enough. Gotta do a little jig against this wolf. Three imps are next. No, WMD, last night there was, wait. Oh, it was 2 nights ago that I was doing that run. And then last night we did some analysis. Right now, yes. Right now this run is single segment. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's very cool that it works out this way. Three sahags to get through. I always remember as a kid... That is correct, Specty. There are things you have to do on the overworld, but it's not time sensitive. So basically, we have to follow a fairly strict step route, which does have some leeway in certain sections, but you have to be very careful not to, like, go in the wrong direction at any point, basically. Back down to Elfland now. And we'll get our Mystic Key. Prince wakes up. And gives me the key, which I can only assume was hanging on a chain around his neck as he was slumbering. Next is 2 Gerwolves, which is at least the 3rd time we've had this particular encounter. Zoo-based puns? Awesome. Okay, 2 and 1 here, so 1, 2, and 1. A Mystic Chain. Oh, I can answer questions, Specty. In fact, now is kind of a really good time, because there are no encounters for a while. I'm just sailing into town and getting an item. Plus, F. Coughlin's here and can answer any question, literally any questions, in great detail. So yeah, we just have to get one chest here. Which is all the way over here. Ain't lying. What do you use for primary weapon until the Mass Moon? Oh, there are, like, we just bought a silver sword. And we get frequent, like, weapon upgrades along the route. Like, there are swords and treasure chests that we get. And because we're using a fighter, and he's so strong, the upgrades are more than enough as we progress along the way. Yeah, we do class change. F. Coughlin took a look at it, and I firmly believe his analysis, of course, that we're just not strong enough fast enough if we don't change. Fortunately, we don't need the Mass Moon. That would be a little bit of extra walking and a few extra encounters. Thankfully, we don't actually have to do that. So that's really nice. It's way more worth it to just take that short few extra steps. I think it's just 1 or 2 extra encounters to get the Adamant. And get an enormous weapon upgrade in Excal. Alright, so we have a little chat here. And neat enough, we no longer have to go into the room down there for any treasure, which is just really cool. Yes, F. Coughlin is a legend. Many exploits. One of the biggest that comes to mind is Zelda Randomizer, of course. But there are so many. One asp here. Nice quick victory. Yeah, so far that's probably my biggest time-wise contribution. The level 28 Chaos battle, because not only did we get to skip a battle that got us to level 29, but now it also means we can fight fewer enemies in the Temple of Fiends, because we don't have to progress towards another level, so we're gonna see our biggest reduction on this entire route in that last split. So that's pretty cool. Level 28 Chaos hype. 27 might be possible, but we get to 28 anyway, so... What am I selling here? Whoops. This. Let's equip. We are all set. Just have to wait for 3 very quick attacks from the shadows, and then we are go. I'm assuming it's not possible to strike first against the shadows. I'm assuming that's a possibility that doesn't exist. I never saw one in practice, and logically it kind of makes sense, kind of. Yeah, you know, we dream of having, you know, a character that can cast Warp or something like that, but in the end, it's just... Instead of dreaming of what might be with an extra character, one just has to marvel at how fast this is with one single character. It really is amazing. Alright, we're gonna get a bull right here. Subhype G Terran, thank you so much for the 5-month sub. Much appreciated. Glad you're enjoying it. Thank you so much for the good luck. Two werewolves next. Oh, wow. Yeah, every time I pictured leveling up like a black mage or something like that for Warp, I always pictured doing it much later in the run, and hoping that those late-game enemies would, like, just skyrocket him up the experience chain, but it's just not enough. It's unfortunate, but it makes sense. Uh-oh, this guy is not on a good square. I should have gone around. We have 2 leeway steps. We totally have 2 leeway steps. Alright, 2 Spectre, 2 Geist next. So you can see we're already at level 10. That's... In non-manipulation runs, you usually don't see level 10 until you're, like, in the Fire Cave, so it's just nuts how strong we are so fast. And that's gonna be a common theme throughout the entire run. And when I say Fire Cave, that's Fire Cave after doing Ordeals and the Ice Cave. So very significant. Alright, coming up next, there are two Cockatrice battles. Here's the first one. I also enjoy the Fire Cave. I especially enjoy the fact that now that we're no longer grinding a Gammas, it is incredibly short. Like, because of all the lava tiles, there are so few encounters that we actually need to encounter. It's amazing. Alright, vampires next. Coming up on that ruby split. Okay, we'll try going around here. Ah, he blocked us. Go to the side! Go to the side, you jerk! I can't believe he did that! Wow. That was a long distance for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're good. I can totally believe that bat did that. Yes, absolutely. Two striking first werewolves. Six and one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1. And there's another big time save. The big part of that was not getting the treasure in the dwarf cave. That bat's going down the hallway the bad way. But we no longer have to go in there right now, so it's all good. The game's not going to remember where he was. It's going to reset his position when we come back. Subhype Castle Otranto! Just gotta do this manipulation first. Thank you so much for the 18-month sub. Much appreciated. Enjoy Final Fantasy. I think we sort of decided that the right thing to do is always to go off fresh card RNG. And I really like that thought. I think it's honorable. Also, now with the audio cue that F. Coughlin goes off of for the imp, the first battle, it almost doesn't even matter, like... The speed at which he now dispatches those imps is really, really good. Yeah, so I'm actually a mod of Final Fantasy, and I was the one who created a new category for... Now that this happened. Because I wanted all the people who have records in the other categories to be able to, you know, still be recognized for what they accomplished and everything. So the old any % category is, you know, it's still a significant achievement to even complete a run on that route. Like, it's very difficult to survive through everything. And the routing with all the resets and everything was pretty complex. You broke the system! Alright, I think everything else is the same until we get to the tiger battle. One bull next, on the next floor. Uh-oh, what's this guy doing? Go! Yes. So yeah, sometimes, and it's not uncommon at all, I should say very often, the bats will get in your way and slow you down a bit, and affect your result time. But yeah, there's, like, people tend to have, certain opinions about RNG manipulation and stuff like that, but what I really like about it is that it seems to work out that whenever you're doing manipulations, it actually turns into a run that theoretically, even without doing manipulations, anyone could chance into in real life. There are no glitches, there are no wrong warps. That's what I really like about it. It's still, in effect, you know, reasonable, realistic results. Now, obviously, we're getting the extreme end of the spectrum of RNG, but that's just because there are way more possibilities that have, like, you know, a mix of highs and lows. But if you were to do a complete normal run of Final Fantasy and analyze the results the same way you would analyze a run like this with manipulations, you'd realize that that run is just as unlikely to happen in real time as this run is. The only difference is that this run is highly favorable in extremely unlikely ways. But that doesn't change the fact that this run, the results that happen are just as fair in outcome as any other run. That's something I like. But yeah, I certainly appreciate the idea of, you know, people wanting to play through the game with RNG, you know, restricting them from optimal results. That's certainly fair. And I still want to play the other way too, like I want to go back and try and improve the other category. Thankfully, we can one-shot a Groger already. Hey, TechSide, welcome! Exactly what I was trying to say, Ender. Exactly. Oh, this is only 2 different battles. And they strike first, and then it's still 4 rounds. Because there's a shadow battle immediately after this one. So a little bit of extra manipulation. Just a little bit. And then I believe they're not going to strike first in the next battle. So that's nice. How many battles in this route? I actually haven't counted them out. Kinda curious about that myself. Alright, last battle before the rod. I don't remember how different the rod split is going to be. There are only a few encounters along the way that were changed. Probably some small time gains, though. Maybe bigger than I realized. Let's find out. Absolutely TechSide, and that's really exciting from the router's perspective. And of course, for anyone seeing the run for the first time, many exciting aspects to it as well. Yeah, we're definitely saving a few seconds here. Nice to see. Another gold split. Because I had some bats in my way the last time I tried this route. I remember that. It's all about those darn bats. quite a long walk here before we encounter our two ghouls. Not just battles, Ender, but number of enemies in each battle factors in that way as well. But yes, yeah. Other than that, you're absolutely right. Oh, except for the fact that because there are only 256 values, a lot of those paths are going to converge. You're going to have a ton of convergence on those, so that number is actually significantly smaller. How significantly, I'm not exactly sure. Subhype JMac, thank you so much for the 15-month sub. Much appreciated. FF1 Hype, enjoy! Definitely Soul Eater. I have hopes. I didn't walk too far, did I? No, that's fine. This path still tightens up. Another non-first strike for the shadows. I like it every time we see that, it's a nice touch. Because in normal play they are so likely to strike first. It always got a reaction from me when I encountered them and they didn't strike first. Subhype Schlurpy, thank you so much for the 12-month sub, much appreciated. Gold Slime Hype. Enjoy Final Fantasy. Now we can one-shot bulls, no longer a 2-round fight. And we're going to encounter another one next as well. That'll also be a 1-rounder. Gold Slime Hype. Okay, we didn't get blocked there. I was a little worried that might happen. And on to the next floor. Will this bat be in my way? No, he cut out of the way this time. That was nice. Another 2 Spectre, 2 Geist battle. Very common on this floor. Single segment routing had to be very careful to avoid as many of these as possible. Basically, though, you still get 1 per visit to the Earth Cave, because they're kind of common. And every time you see them, they're potentially dangerous, because they can stun your party. And as we mentioned, this run is also single segment, but we don't have to worry about stuns. We've worked to avoid those. Alright, 2 wizards coming up next. Oh man, look at this bat wall. That's evil. They totally conspired to do that. Have you ever seen a row of bats that evil before? Because I haven't. Time to thwart the bats! That's right. What's next? Roger! And okay, no block there. Okay, I see all 3 bats, nothing in the way, that's good. Rod is... Plate is down, is what I was trying to get at. Troll still takes 2 rounds, but because of chance to strike first, we don't let him act. Bit of a windy path here. Bat in the way. Ah, he didn't get out of the way. So I just have to push him through. Level 13 height. Again, normally we're level 7 at this point. So just to give you another, once again, an idea of how quickly our experience is skyrocketing as a result of only having 1 character alive. I'm pretty sure we would still run away from all these battles if we could, because they're not worth, like, a ton. I'm sure it would be faster by far to run away from them, and if we needed any extra experience at all, we could fight something in the later game. We don't run from any encounters, Specty, because we actually cannot reliably do that right now without breaking our manipulation chain. Are the bats totally RNG? As far as I know, there is some sort of RNG that governs their movement that we do not have a method for manipulating. That is all I know at this time. So here we are at Lich. We're only one character, we're kneeling down. But we can get the job done. Takes 4 attacks, 4 critical hits, because they're still not that strong yet. But we get it done. Now this section had all the same enemies, so I don't think I'll be saving any time here. I think our split is going to be just about the same. I can't believe we don't get a level up from Lich, by the way. Okay, we saved a few seconds. And now everything's going to be the same until we get into, a little bit into the Ice Cave. At which point, the route is going to drastically diverge. I shouldn't say drastically, but we are going to get some encounters that we used to not get. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Omega. Yeah, it really blew my mind, especially the first time I saw F. Coughlin actually running it. I was very amused. So we're out of this area now. We don't even have to take an in trip, we can just move on. Kizoku coming up next. After this, we're sailing west. Six and 1 on the shark. You're most welcome. Got an earlier start today, so theoretically after Final Fantasy we can keep going with a lot more today. Next enemy is a Peed. I don't know why, but for some reason it amuses me that in this route we encounter one Peed and one Gurpeed. And it's probably just because we never used to. I think I've played routes where we encountered one or the other, but never both. And now they're both in the same route. For some reason that amuses me. Also, the fact that once again we are at 1 HP is just awesome. At 1 HP and not in the slightest sliver of danger. As long as we execute. And there's level 14. Which we wouldn't normally have until deep into the Agama grind. Agama, however it's pronounced. Deep into the Agama grind. Alright, let's go sell some armor. And buy some armor. And equip some armor. And finally we go get our canoe. Oops. And I do have a canoe split. This particular split should not be any different, so it should be within just a couple seconds of what it was before. Let's see it. Nice. Saved another 3 seconds, apparently. I approve. Sub-hype Marth, thank you so much for the 31-month sub. Much appreciated. It's being grinded out, yes. There's gonna be more to come in the future. Which is really exciting. So yeah, it's very fortunate for us that we don't have to be exact in our timing in terms of walking on the overworld. Otherwise, a route like this would be so much harder to execute. We've got another Hydra coming up. Next is 15 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 1, 2. Yeah, some people like calling this like a human Taz run or something like that. Of course, in a Taz, we wouldn't actually have to use the B button to navigate our way between RNG values. That's the major difference. Another 2 Karibs coming up next. So yeah, very often we're doing manipulations like this against very easy enemies that we could just be attacking, but the purpose behind the specifics of those manipulations generally have to do more about the next battle. We want to make sure that the next battle has the minimum number of enemies. And in this case, the next battle is 2 Grimps, We want to make sure that it's only 2 Grimps. Hey, Copperpot, thank you for the good luck. Exactly, gotta keep the pathing going. 6 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2. Next is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sub-hype Hawk Laser, thank you so much for the 3-month sub. Much appreciated. Red Slime Hype. Thank you for the good luck as well. May the bats and Cope be kind. So far the bats have been okay. They've been pretty good overall. We'll have to see about Cope. I mean, if you watch Nope while I'm counting, it kind of is like aerobics. Everything is still the same as the previous route until we get to the next floor. One more battle here, starting with 4 and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. One, 2, 3, and 1. Oops, I forgot about this floor. The little transition floor. It would be cool if Warmech could be routed in, but ultimately, I'm guessing it doesn't. There's no way to make it matter, because we're already getting to level 28 so quickly. And if we had to, we don't have to, but if we did have to, it would probably be possible to win at level 27 as well. It would probably be slower, we'd probably take more damage, have to buy more heals, but I think it would be possible. Frost Dragon is next. And we're coming in here for our ice armor. The giant trap fight. Level 15 height. Yeah, I forget to make a big deal out of it because I'm so used to it now, being so much safer. So often in a normal run I will get 9 enemies in that encounter, but there we only got a single Wraith. Absolutely amazing. 4 and 1 coming up against the 2 Wraiths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and because it's a strike first, that Wraith doesn't get to act either. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 again. Oh, that Wraith actually does get to act, but he misses. Gotta get some extra gold, so that we can afford the Pro Ring and the bottle. 1 top, 1 on the bottom, 2 on top, 2 on the bottom, and we're set. There's the Gurpeed. Yeah, they're not even that far apart, actually. Subhype Best Bob number 1. Thank you so much for the 2-month sub, much appreciated. Thank you for the good luck as well. Enjoy Final Fantasy. That's the last battle on this floor. Next one is 3 Arbones. Yes, indeed, G-Terrant. I remember hearing a story that when Nobuo Uematsu first pitched the soundtrack, he had this as the title screen song because it was so good and he liked it so much. Oops. Hey! Oh man, that's a time loss. Alright, we are equipped, everything's okay, let's go. My cursor, like, tripped over itself or something. Level 16 hype. Another big time save. Very nice to see. Metroid Killer, thank you so much for hosting. Much appreciated. Here's that trap tile again. And again, only a single Wraith instead of up to 9 enemies. Absolutely amazing. Thank you for the good luck, Metroid Killer. And of course, that's the reason you see a slightly long manipulation against the eye, so that we can get to the value we want for the trap tile. 3 Arbones coming up next again, although it's a bit of a walk to get to them. In an unmanipulated run, this is probably the most ideal battle to encounter in the Ice Cave, because Arbones really don't do much damage to you at all. What's the next battle here? 3 Wizards! Not much manipulation required for these. No, there's lots of ice! Nice catch, Fred. Again, only 2 Grimps. Yeah, honestly, even then, Hawk Laser, because the way we do the RNG, it allows us so many options for control, and also just the fact that we have to do I think we have to end up on the same value at the end of the Garland fight regardless. So it's really just the first 3 battles that could be affected, so I really don't see it, you know, even being worth the effort to checking other possibilities. Because when you're going off an audio cue for that battle, you still want to have one imp alive so that you can reconverge inside that battle. One, 2... And then 2 Karibs. Hey Sembina, thank you for the good luck. I hope it all works out too. One, 2, go. Five and 1 on the Kizoku. Three, 4, 5, and 1. There's our airship. So first we need to pick up the bottle. Oh shoot, this is it. I was flying right past it. Alright, so we need an in trip to get our HP back. Sell the silver gloves, there they are. Sell the silver shield, and buy the pro ring. There goes the bottle. Oh yeah, somebody mentioned in F. Coughlin's stream that we should have an Oxyale split here. I could certainly do that. Alright, Ordeal's coming up next. This is 9 and 1. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 1. Next shark is 12. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ordeals is now also very quick. I mean, it was always, like, it's a fairly short castle when you actually know where you're going. So yeah, not too many encounters in here. 5 and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1. And this one is a 2-rounder as well. Probably has something to do with the fact that the next battle is Medusa's, so we want to keep their numbers down. We're going to encounter 2 of them. I believe the maximum is 5. That's true. Technically, this doesn't count as a solo fighter run, because we do actually use the other fighters to beat Garland more quickly, which is very good for our time. You can 1 round, okay. I assume it's just longer in some other way, though. In that scenario, they strike first and stone you. Well, that's not good. So yeah, we had the Silver Sword for quite some time. This is where we get our next upgrade in the Ice Sword. Oops. Let's move on. I don't think there's any way to make this a true solo fighter run. Because there's no way to kill off any of our characters without attacking, as far as I can think of anyway. It's essentially a solo fighter run, just not quite, because we do use them at the very beginning. I mean, technically, you could give them no weapons, and do manipulations to make sure that they all do 0 damage. I guess that would be something. But that would take extra time, of course. We would never do that. 2 and 2 on the Hydra. What's next? Shark 6 and 2. Get a long sail before we encounter him. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2. And I believe that is it for the ship. Back to the airship now. Whoa, I overshot somehow. What did I do there? This is what I was looking for. Oh, I know what I did. Gotta be careful. Hey, Killer Ink! Welcome! Thank you so much. Oh, there will be many critical hits, absolutely. It's definitely not San Jose's year this year. But man, did they have a lot of strong years before that. Technically, I could have a split here, too. But again, it doesn't really matter. Alright, let's fly out of here. There we go. And here's one of those Neochos, one of those two-round Neochos that I was talking about. "21 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 1, 2. Alright. Yeah, the Penguins have been in an unexpected slump lately. Haven't been following it closely, I just noticed they lost... I think it was like 5 of their last 6 or something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, the whole league seems to like the Golden Knights DH Stone. Like, they have big fan bases in a lot of different cities. Alright, that bat didn't get in the way. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who are the favorites to win this? Well, I mean, there are a few teams that are like a leg up on all the others. Boston has been in first for a while. Tampa is pretty close. Washington, Pittsburgh, St. Louis. But in terms of who's the favorite, it's so hard to call that in hockey. I think the President's Trophy winner, which is the team that finishes on top of the league, actually wins the cup less than 20% of the time. And that's just a testament to how hard it is to win the Stanley Cup, how evenly matched hockey teams are. Only one team per season pulls it off. So far, yeah. Oh, the Bat! He's there! Hello, Bat. Roof Bat hype. I'm not sure if there's an official name for it. Oh, Out of Bounds Bat, I think is what most people call him. Okay, you're right there, so I'm gonna go get defense first. Oh no! Alright. Hey RCT, thank you so much for the good luck. Welcome. Alright, let's move up. Another Mudgal coming up. Yes, with F. Coughlin's help, there was something that I didn't know about, and it has to do with how boss fights work slightly differently than normal fights. Impossible to get less than 2. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, up next is the Gas Dragon. I always wondered if there would be a situation like that just by, like, virtue of the way the math works out. Where, like, it was theoretically possible to get one enemy, but none of the results actually give you only one enemy. That kind of thing. Alright, that is it for the waterfall. Next we're on our way to Onrak. 11. Who's next? No NPC manip yet. The general consensus is that it's not possible. I mean, I don't know that for sure. 1 to 5, 0 to 8, 0 to 8, 0 to 8. That's interesting. Let's manip the bat! Now I believe all I actually need here is 14 heals, and I hope I have that right, because 14 is all I'm buying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. We still have to stay at the inn here, by the way. The next split we're going to lose time, of course, because of adding that shopping in, but we're going to save the time back and more later when we don't have to do any shopping. Ooh, I got nervous when I didn't see him for a bit there, but he's out of the way. Next is 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right. "14 houses or 12 houses and 2 hotels." Level 20 already. It's actually a pretty short walk to the slab floor here. Sub-hype Tanuki Monster, thank you so much for the 8-month sub, much appreciated. Enjoy Final Fantasy. Okay. Opal Shield. Let's see how much time we lose in this split. Or, you know, lose in quotation marks. Hey, Billbotics, thank you very much for the good luck. So again, we'll get all that back later on the last split. Last split is going to be bonkers. Okay, helmet and shield. Yeah, all that and still minus. Two sea snakes coming up next. And this is, of course, another section where we would be using warp if we could have it. Hey, Sletta, thank you so much for the good luck. Water coming up next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 1. Okay. No enemies on this floor. Alright. I don't even remember where the opal armor is, actually. Without warp, very long walk, okay. Seven and 2 on the lobster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2. Good evening, straight out of Melman. Thank you so much for the good luck. I wouldn't be surprised, Sandman. There are a few locked doors in this game that don't have to be locked, because it literally makes no difference, due to our necessity to have the key to progress. So yeah, nothing like that would surprise me at all. One, 2... Ghosts are normally very dangerous. They can do a lot of damage. You can see we took 77 from an attack there. But no big deal. One more encounter on this floor. 1, 2... Yes, our capacity to carry buildings is quite amazing. Okay, 3 here. 1 quick, 2 quick, 3 quick. Bit of a walk for the next one here. 1, 2. I didn't even think of that, DH. Alright, we have arrived at Kraken. I really like this loop, where we do 327 every time. And Kraken, despite doing 8 hits, does only 69 damage. It's amazing. Cracking your knuckles, nice. Saved a bit more there. This is 8 and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Gold hype? Yeah, there's still a couple, there's still potential for golds. Like, I only did one other run, so things were definitely not perfect before. Definitely still have some gold capacity there. 1, 2, hey, it's a non-ne ocho. Non-ne ocho. Yeah, we did some extra shopping that we're not going to have to do later, so we're going to gain all that time back. Airship is above. This is such a convenient in-trip on the way to the doctor. He's usually a few steps in. This time we had to take the maximum number of steps to get to him. That's happened to me at least once before already. Airship is above. Now it's time to go get the chime. Chime, chime, chime. There's our there's our landing point. Next is 3 and 1. Chime time. James K. Uni, MD. Yeah, for some reason houses are a one-time use. You build it and then you can never go back. I don't know, maybe the concept is once you've built it in place, it's stuck to the foundation, and by the time you would reasonably return back to it, I guess enemies have overrun it or something. We can use our imaginations. Inflatable houses, that's right. That explains everything if they're inflatable. So 1 quick, 2 quick, 3 quick. If you build it, monsters will come. The question is, do they bash it down, or do they just live in it for a while? Maybe both. Maybe they, like, have a sleep in it overnight, and then, like, bash through the walls to get out. There is another possibility here for, like, NPCs getting in the way. So that guy was not in our way, that was good. But let's see what happens on the way back up. Saved another 6 seconds there. That was probably because of NPCs blocking us in the past, actually. Hey! Hey! Uh-oh. Oh, man. Oh, thank you. I was very worried that because we got blocked down below, we would get blocked up above as well. Thankfully, it did not happen. 5 quick here. Next is 3. One, 2, 3. Ankelo is next. One, 2, 3, and 1, 2. Short flight down to the other side of these mountains. Whoops, there we go. Only 5 damage there. Not bad. There is our tower. So yeah, I gotta stay pretty focused on the upcoming manipulations, make sure I do everything right in the end game. Two guards. Next one is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Possible to take air faster if you have an extra house to use before entering the tower. We actually used to use a house before entering the tower, and now we don't because we don't have to. Which is pretty awesome. Three, 4, 5, 6. I think this guy will get a stun in. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1. Yeah, that's right, Erdrick is mentioned in this game. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1. And now we get the dragon armor. I actually don't know Amsleta, I haven't seen it yet. Dragon. Do I also... No, it's just that. For a second there I was wondering if I put the ribbon on or something. But nope, not yet. Next is 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blue Dragon is next. That sounds about right, WMD. A lot of corpses. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 1. And the next one's 2 and 2. 1, 2, and 1, 2. We're definitely fine on health in here, like we didn't need to use an extra house. We used to, but things are different now. These guys are worth so much experience. Didn't even need a critical hit anymore now that our weapon is so strong. Our weapon and our level. So yeah, a very short divergence to pick this up. Definitely worth it, obviously. One more battle on this floor. One quick, 2 quick, 3 quick. Some more Neochos coming up, which take 2 rounds to beat. I think we also lose a bit of time on this split, by the way. And then it all comes back with dividends in the final split. I think that's right. Oh yeah, I am working off of paper. I prefer paper to having to work off of a monitor, which might not be in the most ideal position while I'm streaming. Exeunt Neocho. There's level 24 already. Oh hey, this Neocho was actually only 1 round. I forgot there was a 1-rounder. Boom! Thankfully, we could strike first here and take all these guys down with 1 attack each, so it's not too long of a combat. The Neocho Express. I like the sound of that. This is where we put on the ribbon, by the way. Alright, first manipulation is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then 10 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1, 2. Next is 2 and 2. 1, 2, and 1, 2. We're in a 2 and 2 loop here. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Gotta get those 176 criticals. 1, 2, and 1, 2. And finally, for the last action, we go 3 and 1. 1, 2, 3, and 1. Take just a little bit less damage there. Yeah, Tiamat's very resistant to attacks. I was right, we do appear to lose a bunch of time here. But it's all in that last split. 3 and 2, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. Alright, this time we skip over Elfland. And straight to the Dwarf Cave. Have a little chat with this guy. I forget if he has a name. Or if he's just the blacksmith. To the volcano! There it is. Now I'm one step ahead of where I normally am at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 1. There are plenty of ways to lose this step back, not that I even have to, but I will. I could do it here, but I'll probably do it on the next floor. Like, we can just go like this, and that loses it back. Get our 2 Paralisks here. And still, if I remember correctly, I believe this one still runs away, so that's neat. Yay! I have 0 leeway right now, so here's hoping I don't make any mistakes. And we are good. Carries next. We still have no leeway. Have to make sure we don't take any extra steps here. As soon as we get into the carry fight, we are fine. And there we go. Carry works. It works! A very green Grey Worm. Level 25 hype. We got one Wiz Ogre that casts Ruse. And we are on our way. This split should be just about equal as well, I think. Oh, we save a bit, that's nice. Nice and gold. And guess what, guys? It's time for the final location. Whoops. I accidentally saved. Out of the way! Next is 4 and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. So at the moment, it looks like we've lost back like a minute and a half, but wait until you see what happens on this split. I have no idea exactly how much we're expecting to save, but I think it's going to be pretty big. Starting with 2. 1, 2. Accidental save, reset. Oh, so, in the previous run, yes, basically because you don't have multiple targets in a boss fight and it always just auto-selects the boss for you, the way that RNG is calculated in that moment is slightly different, and so we just have to be careful how we do our input, basically. So essentially, when I held A in the second round, I also had to hold an arrow, a direction on the D-pad, in order to get the result I wanted. That's not something we have to do here, because the Phantom doesn't count as a boss, so I can just hold A here and attack. Don't worry, Deep Nerf, there is an Agama coming up, for all the Agama lovers in all of us. Next is 3 long. 1, 2, 3. Everybody loves the Agama. Because it would feel weird to, like, have an entire route without a single Agama in it, right? Like, I totally get that. The last Agama is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace. Used to be the star of the speedrun. Hey Mikey, welcome. We're getting pretty close to the end already. I am pretty hyped to see the time difference in this split. This is going to be a massive gold. Assuming I execute everything properly. Save the frames, kill the Agama. Works for me. I still don't know if I should call it Agama or Agama. Opinions may be divided. I'm okay with either one, though. This is a great battle, by the way. You only have to hold A, so there's no delay in manipulations. We get chance to strike first, so no one attacks in the first round. And in the second round, we target the one that doesn't get to act. So 3 enemies, 3 rounds, and we only take damage from one single action. Aesthetically, that's a very nice battle. Four Gurmedusas. Next is Too Long. 1, 2. And then 2 and 2. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Four more Gurmedusas coming up next. Yeah, I'm actually not sure, Mikey. I've never played a different version other than the Super Famicom version. So I don't know if the RNG works the same way or not. I'm not even sure if the Famicom version of Dragon Warrior 1 can be manipulated at all, or not. In Super Famicom, RNG manipulation does exist, although I'm pretty sure it's different than the NES version. Pretty sure. Some RNGs are bad and just use the number of seconds since 1970 as the seed. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just 1 here. Very nice. We still don't have to heal yet. Get ready, guys! The Agama is coming up next. Level 27 hype. There he is. 6 and 2 to take him down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2. There he goes! The real hero of the entire run. The brave Agama. Yes, indeed. 2 green Grey Worms. The best RNG seed is the quantity of fear in the player's heart. That's deep. Okay, so we need to equip the Opal Helmet, and we need to use our heals. Alright, that's all of them. Let's go. 6 and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1. Next is 5 and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1. And we are set. The lone Agama, the brave Agama, the dead Agama. RNG is the mind killer. That's beautiful. As a kid, I harnessed the Dune mantra to face fears head on, although, to be fair, they were minor fears, but still, it was helpful, it was useful. It works. 420 on the Fire Fiend? How appropriate. There's gonna be a new Dune movie? That's awesome! I would watch that. Three Waters coming up next, after we get out of this building and move up a little. Just a reminder, this route was designed entirely by F. Coughlin. It includes skipping the Flame Sword in the Ice Cave entirely, which saves some walking, and also presumably it might save an encounter as well. There's some other details that aren't coming to me at the moment, but I'm just trying to focus on the details of this live run. But I can also tell you this will not be the last route. Two 22.22. Yes, Jeppo, this is RNG manipulated. Which is why we're not running away from battles like this. We have to keep fighting every round in order to preserve our RNG manipulation chain. The other significant route change, well, I don't want to forget any, but there's at least one more, which is that we didn't have to shop before Temple of Fiends, so we're going to gain all that time we lost back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Ink Hype. Next manipulation is 9. Look at that damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Directed by F. Coughlin, starring NES Cardinality. That's amazing. Of course, F. Coughlin is running the game as well, and as I mentioned, there's gonna be a new route coming up. I look forward to seeing it in its entirety. 1, 2, 3... In a world with no chance of failure, one man seeks to manipulate the RNG for future safety. This summer, Nope is dope. Or something. I don't know. Next is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I have enough HP? I don't have a heal. I have concerns. I don't think I have enough HP. Am I wrong? I don't have enough HP! What happened? Wait, I do have enough HP! I do. No, we're okay. I think we're taking less attacks, or less damage in attacks now than we were the last time I did this fight, and I don't know why. Oh, it's gotta be a level up difference, guys. I bet that's what it is. We have more defense now. I bet that's what it is. There we have it! So you see, we saved back the minute and a half entirely, plus a few extra seconds. So after the floater, we were 2:17 ahead, and we end up still 2:15 ahead. It's very close, actually, but yeah, that's clearly a very significant time gain over the previous run. We did it! Oh yeah, I lost 2 seconds there from menuing, checking for another potion. Which we didn't have to do. I was just thrown by the fact that we had less HP than I was used to having. But we also take less damage, and it must be from a level up change. And that's the story. So yes, another new world record. Run performed by me. Run routed by F. Coughlin. More to come in the future. We will definitely, I guarantee you guys, we're going to crack 227. Beyond that, it just depends. We're going to have to wait and see. Thank you so much for the GGs. Sandbag, Tednado, Jerry Gamer, Dan, Nightbot of course, Bluebolt, Cortan, Blink, Art, DW Edit, Wizardman, Capium, Chatternook, Shadowkiller, Yggdrasil, DH Storm, Falcon's Freak, Asmati, Deep Nerf, Osteoclave, Necocop, Gilthflow, Juliecat, Mooniversal, Boletta, Zejuta, Tanuki, Baug, Melmond, Billbotix, Sambina, Aqualord, Tanuki Dan, Wizardman. RNG scared me. Well, again, I didn't design this route, and I guess I didn't look closely at the boss battles. I didn't notice that I had fewer hit points than I did last time I fought this battle in the previous route. That was kind of a scary moment, but it all worked out. Thank you, Patoriku, and Platinum Hawk, Mediosthenes, Vetnow, Dogginator, Doogie, Toali, Smartball, Hawk Laser. That was very intense. Thank you so much, F. Coughlin. The star of Final Fantasy manipulations. Thank you, Weesplat, WMD, Glenfield, Apogee, Sandman, Harold, Dave UTC, Chatternook, Swizzard, Techside, NL7, Strange Duck, HeyJ, Amsleda, Igneon, EMP, Karate Stick, Haiku. 227 it is. Yeah, we had 2 extra, that's right. I suppose if we wanted to finish with 1 HP, we could manipulate it so we take 2 extra damage in a previous battle. There's no room to do that in the Chaos fight without making it ridiculously long, but theoretically we could do that in an earlier battle, like virtually anywhere in the Temple of Fiends or whatever. But of course that would cost extra time, so we're not going to do that. We do reach 1 HP before entering Crescent Lake, which is a nice aesthetic. Thank you, Marmbo. Papa Foys, SS Mickey G, Deepest Toaster, Athropo, Lady Flare, Magios, Trent McSwain, nice Pixagon, thank you N1, and Anthony Nelms, and Coach Stay. Stream is definitely continuing. Thanks. We can pretty much do whatever now. Sub hype, SS Mickey G, thank you so much for that Prime sub, much appreciated. Hope you enjoyed that run. Welcome to the Slime Wall, enjoy all the emotes. We can do whatever. The main event, you say? Yes. Absolutely not, Ted Nato. I did a survey once, and it was unanimous. Nobody wants to see it. Yeah, I got that, Chatternook. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you so much to F. Coughlin for producing this masterpiece of a route.